I don't know how I felt about this episode, but I mean, let's get into it.
Get busy in here, get busy in here. Yeah, my squad run deep. Yeah, we really in here. I swear whatever you want, you can get it in here. Comedy or the drama, it's a mixture in here. But you love it in here. Yeah, you love it in here. Got reviews up in here. We got stories in here. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit the bell. Oh yeah, 3 clicks like the shoes on Dorothy in here.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy BusyBlu, and I am back with another recap and review. Today, I am recapping and reviewing Real Housewives of Potomac Season 8, Episode 17. We are almost at the finish line, you all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know that you came on over here. Let's get into this episode. If I was going to rate this episode out of a scale, I'll do that at the end. So we start the episode. It's like a hodgepodge of stuff. I don't know if they're trying to culminate or close down everything. I know that it seems like they're really trying to humanize Giselle. It's working just a little bit. I think, again, and this is the problem that I have with this show that I have with Atlanta, and then I'm also having with Love and Marriage DC. At some point, we got to get over some stuff. Like, let's move forward. I cannot watch a group of people to be together, and then they just really can't get over stuff. And because I be hearing Garcelle be arguing and fighting. I feel like those people be making up and breaking up and making up and breaking up and making up and yelling at each other and doing a whole lot of stuff, and they still get past it. Why does it seem like the black people we can't? It just seems like we can't. And Wendy annoyed me the most. I'm sorry she did. So we didn't really get any of Karen's story. And to be honest, what was Karen's story this season? Anyway, she said that the plaque buildup is down, so we're done with that. Then we get Ashley and Giselle. They're going over their GNA clothing line. I wonder how Sheree feels, because she was trying to put together joggers and a clothing line, several different types of stuff, and it didn't take her that long. Y'all remember even when Lisa Wu was on Real Housewives of Atlanta, she came out with Closet Freak in 20 seconds. Why I feel like it takes Sheree so long, and then do we even got joggers out still? Can y'all still buy that stuff? I'm gonna go check it out, because what I do like is joggers. I want to support these girls' businesses, but I'm not buying a $70 candle. I'm not smoking weed. What else? I can't wear a lot of stuff. They come up with these fashion hats and stuff like that. I guess maybe I could get one of Robin's hats, but I don't really need it. I don't know. I can't really support them. You know, they don't make male stuff. So anyway, they're going over the GNA stuff, and she Ashley been acting like it's been years in the making, and it was like 4 months ago. Like, girl, it wasn't that long, but I'm glad that the plans are going together. Then we get Nneka. I'm starting to really like Ike more and more. Can we see more of Ike? Give us a little bit more of Ike. So she's getting ready to do the IUI, which I thought was interesting. So basically, they do the work kind of for you. But then also, how often is it working? Because we saw her go through the process today, and it's supposed to like go straight inside of you, but it seems as if she didn't get pregnant. So did it really get? I don't know. But that is gonna happen every time. I'm not sure. But the IUI is when they inseminate you themselves instead of your man going in there, putting that thing where it should be. They're doing it themselves. The doctor's doing it. I don't know. But anyway, Dr. Akina comes in. He said, "Oh, just call me Ike." And I was like, "Yes, Ike." So they decided they're gonna go in. They do the sperm collection. He comes in right off of work. Why did they keep their mic on when they went to go do the thing in the thing? I think that was weird. And their arrangement was, "I'll do this IUI if you come in with me, but you can't use any saliva. You couldn't use any lube." Either way, they got the thing done. Okay. Then she put those eggs up in there. She put the sperm up in there right by the egg, and let's hope that it do what it do. It seems like it did, and we'll see. I love how Ike was like, "The ball's in your court now." After that, you got Mia and Gordon. I'm having a hard time with this Mia and Gordon story. One, because I know that she's dating somebody else, and she been out lollygagging and gallivanting around with this other man who I think is a DJ, not a rapper or something like that. So it's hard for me to even look at these scenes because you're still married. And you're sitting out here with this other person, and now we hear something about cheating, so who knows? But then also, she just some of the authenticity just doesn't seem like it's there. I'm not saying she's not going through a hard time within her marriage, but I think at some point to me, it seems like she's finding reasons. And some of the reasons are, I want you to go back to the old ways that you used to be and the man that you were before. But then it's like, she was saying in the therapy that he was never a real romantic man. What do you want? It's almost like she's finding reasons. So they go into therapy. She said, "Oh, we're trying our best to make sure that this marriage works and that we win and we get it all." I don't get it. She says she's committed to the relationship. It doesn't seem like there's any commitment to the relationship there. Um, but she says that this time around, she says she's gonna try out all her options because it's been very difficult dealing with him, and he's just been combative with the children, been combative with the partners, been combative with her, and his emotions are just running high. He's not sure how he's dealing with it, and she's having a problem. But she wants to be smart this time because the last time she tried to get a divorce attorney, he emptied out the bank account. He said, "You can leave, but you're not leaving with my money," and she said that's abuse, and it is. But she says she misses intimacy. He was like, "Well, I'm not getting intimacy either." So don't, it's a give and take. Okay. And this relationship is working good for us. I have a beautiful young woman on my arm, somebody I can go home to. And I let you do whatever you want to do. Because then we learned that later that he does just let her do whatever she wants to do. So I don't know. But she said, look, there's just a strain. It's been a strain on the marriage, it's been a strain in their health, financial issues. There's just a lot that's going on. And the therapist was like, well, what y'all need to do is make sure that Mia and Gordon are still a thing and y'all working on that. Because there's a lot of issues that are going to come up in life, especially if you want to spend forever with someone. You need to at least make sure that you're, as all of the outside stuff and outside noise is happening, that you still are together with each other. So Gordon says, look, he just needs her to make time for him and not making him feel like he's an afterthought, but he loves her. He wants to be with her. And I truly do believe that. Gordon, I just don't think that Mia is that into you anymore. And it's a hard pill to swallow, but you need to take a gulp. And I don't know. I'm just over this whole Mia and Gordon thing because we know that it's not working out, and I don't want to see it anymore. Moving on from there, Candace, she gets a taking to Dr. Ken. And I don't know. The scene, it was just like he's a therapist or counselor or whatever. He says she's having a hard time feeling like she can do motherdom. It sounded like she's making excuses not to have a baby. But she's saying that she's scared that she can't do everything at once, and maybe she's putting her career before motherhood, but motherhood is really important to her, and she's really nervous and scared of whether or not she's going to be able to do it. Did y'all notice that when he came in, she was like, sit down, wherever you want. And she was opening a new calendar. What type of calendar is this? Sorry. Before you came in, I was opening up a new calendar and I was thinking, why is she so out of breath? What type of calendar is this? But anyway, she says, look, she started, they already got their eggs frozen. She just need to put them in, but now she's thinking of, oh, she's starting her new music career. Then this plan come up, then this plan come up. Now there's lumps. And it's like, she's putting all of these things and maybe she's afraid that she won't be able to do it all at once. And if she put her career before everything, and Dr. Ken is like, look, girl, it's not like you're making up excuses, but you can have a baby. And I think that this time is the time. And then she started crying. And I was thinking, so what did we just watch? I'm sorry, yo, what did we just watch? I don't know. After that, we move on from there. Mia gets the group together because they're going to be doing a photo shoot for Monarch magazine, and basically they're trying to do a spread about strong, powerful women within decades or within history time periods. The women who have been trailblazers within their time periods, and who better to do it than the girls who have really done a lot in their community, their bosses, and everything else. So they use the Real Housewives of Potomac. This is what my problem was because Nneka wasn't invited. They're like, well, Nneka wasn't invited because everybody else gets to go there and they all playing a character, but Nneka can't come. And they're like, well, we don't know you enough, and you haven't done enough within the community yet. You haven't been, that close to the community. And if the girls are going to be doing a spread in which they are just going to be portraying another person, why do we even have to know who Nneka is? Can somebody answer that for me? Riddle me that, Batman. Why do we have to know who Nneka is if all these girls are playing another person anyway? You could put Joe Schmo up there. The spread's gonna say Diana Ross. Do you get what I'm saying? It just didn't make any sense to me. And y'all intentionally leaving NECA out. I didn't like that. But NECA says she don't care. Ain't no harm, no foul, nothing she could do about it. But if we about to be portraying other people, why does it matter who I am? Anyway, Candace is gonna be playing Diana Ross. Giselle's gonna be Beyonce. Karen's gonna be Lena Horne. Ashley's gonna be Dorothy Dandridge. And no shade to Dorothy Dandridge. I do love Dorothy Dandridge. I am a Marilyn Monroe girly, but I do love Dorothy Dandridge. And it's not like Ashley barely knew who Dorothy Dandridge was, because she was like, she uses her gifts to serve the community. I mean, she did. I mean, that part's true, but anyway, Mia's gonna be Pam Grier, Wendy's gonna be Shirley Ralph, and then Robin's gonna be Mariah Carey. They do the fitting, and we'll learn more about that, I guess, in the next episode. Then we get to Robin. She's in her new adventure. She's opened up a Glow 360 franchise because she said, "Look, I'm not gonna be a Real Housewives of Potomac forever." And with Juan losing his job, and she's been flipping houses, she's selling hats, she's doing Glow 360. Did she still get that tow truck? Is she still doing the tow truck driver stuff? There's just a lot of stuff. She needs to diversify her portfolio. But it just seems like she has a lot going on. She got a podcast. Rhett got a lot of business. She still sell. Can you still sell the hats? Has she flipped the house since? I know that they still do the podcast, I think. Now she about to do this Glow 360. Did she ever buy that truck that she was trying to buy? Like, what's going on? But with Juan losing his job, she said she really has to keep this up. So they're looking for a place to buy for a storefront location for the franchise. Then she says, look, a lot is going on with Giselle. We learned that Giselle is in Atlanta right now with her dad because he needs brain surgery. I mean, because he has brain cancer, so he needs surgery, and she had no idea what was going on. So now it seems like things have gotten worse because he was lying to her about what was happening, but she's going to push through. She's going to do as much as she can to, to get better. Then you get Wendy in this show. Are y'all watching Wendy's channel? This is my whole thing. No shade to Wendy Osefo, and I want her to do well. I want her to thrive. But her husband gave her $50K. She said she had a $20K budget. That's $70K that she had for a YouTube channel. And I'm not getting a lot of views, and I'm not doing a lot, but even Candy just sit in a little tiny sorry. Even Candy just sit in a little tiny room and just, sometimes the stuff be looking great, the editing be wrong. Remember, she just used to use memes a lot. I know even Candy not doing those 50, 70K to do speak on it. Then she used to have it inside the store at one point. She used to do Candy, Cold and Nights right in the middle of the store. Then wasn't people fighting at one point? And you spending 70K? And you will not recoup that for a YouTube show? I don't know. Let me shut up. Let me mind my business. I hope she got merch or something. But anyway, she getting it together. She had her first episode, which is not her first episode, but this episode is gonna be Black Girl Magic. It's with April Ryan, Jasmine Brand, Nikedra Robertson, Lindsay Granger. They all talk about stuff. She said it was supposed to be the pilot episode, but she has episodes out already. So I think maybe she decided not to use that as the pilot episode anymore, and I use it once the show came on. I mean, that's cute or whatever, but they stopped saying pilot. Anyway, after that, we get to the GNA show. It's time to get this show off the ground. Giselle, you got to give it to the lady. As much as she is a bee and cold-hearted, she's pushing through and she's making sure that she gets this show off the road. She cares for her father, but business is business, and she's going to keep moving. She will say that Ashley has helped a lot throughout this time period because as she's going back and forth and dropping balls, Ashley has been the one who's been able to help her. So she's thankful that she has a partner in Ashley. So now they're practicing, they're getting everything together. Karen shows up. She says, look, I could look at my girl Giselle's eyes and I could tell she's going through it. The lady been crying. She's not handling this well. I love how they're just always going to be frenemies, and they don't always get on along or understand each other, but they work through it and they move forward. Everybody's coming in. They're being as friendly as possible. Deborah shows up, Ashley's friend, and it was so weird that Wendy's like, of course she would invite Deborah because she likes messiness. Deborah is like her friend, like literally her friend. You remember when Mia was like, well, there's no shock that Sharice invited Jackie. They talk to each other. But Wendy's like, oh, she loves him that so much. Wendy just really got on my nerves. From you spending $70K on that one episode to how you was acting during this part, it's just, girl, give it a rest. So everybody shows up, and then Wendy had the nerve to talk about, oh, look, she's so fake. You hugged her. You could have been like, excuse, we don't do that. We ain't never done that before. Why you thought today was the day to do that? You could have did that, but you did it. I don't know. Anyway, they all keep going. The show starts. Again, I can't wear any of the clothes. Nothing I can do with any of the stuff that they had on the runway. It looked like Closet Freak from when Lisa Wu had made Closet Freak. It was given Closet Freak 2.0. They say it's supposed to be athleisure, joggers, spring, summer, spring show, summer, fall show, spring, summer. Really, yeah. It gave Closet Freak spring, summer show, joggers, athleisure wear. Some of the stuff is like, how can you work out in that? I was with Candace at one point when she was like, I'm sweating just looking at them. Because how are you supposed to work out in that? But I guess if it creates sweat, it didn't actually say she wanted to prevent the sweat between her legs, but are you giving us stuff to work in that makes you sweaty? I don't know. I don't get it. 11:11 make a wish. Anyway, I don't know. We'll see. But I felt like Candace and Wendy, you know how Giselle's just like, I'm just not gonna go because nothing I do is I don't like them. I felt like that's what Candace and Wendy could have done, because I know that they like Ashley, they want to support Ashley, but Giselle's a part of it too. So you kind of tearing down your good Judy, or at least your friend. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. Aside from that, the show is over. Everybody's talking about, they're saying thank you. Giselle does a heartwarming speech, saying how much she appreciates Ashley, and how Ashley, when she was dropping the ball, Ashley came and helped her pick it up and pull it up. So I love that for them. It all ends well. Mia goes and talks to the group, and she says, look, Giselle's going through a hard time right now. And here goes Wendy. Well, I don't care about that, because when my mom was having surgery, and didn't your mom decide to have that surgery? And how long was it? This lady's daddy is dying of brain cancer, and you're relating it to your mother's breast lift. What was the elective surgery that her mama had? I mean, anybody going into surgery is dangerous, but her daddy dying of brain cancer is way different than your mother and her toe lift. Like, there's some things that if you want grace extended to you, sometimes you just gotta be the bigger person, especially when it comes to people's parents dying. And we know how cancer is taking the girls out like this now. And your mom getting her lip injections is not the same as somebody's parent dying of cancer. Now, you ain't got to like the lady, but it also just knowing to just be quiet is also a thing too. Like, you don't even have to say anything. Just being like, I am prayers for her dad. And that's it. Now, I know people are like, well, you could say them, and this, I don't know. This feels like a different situation. Even Candace being like, well, you can love people from afar. This, God, it could have just been like, well, prayers to her dad. You didn't even have to say nothing about her. Prayers to her dad. Hopefully everything's well. But no, because I don't care about her daddy dying of brain cancer, because remember when my mom was getting a tummy tuck, no, y'all had stuff to say. Okay. Either way, Giselle says she got to leave because she's ready to get straight back to her dad. That's the only thing she could think about. Then the cameras go down, but the mics were still on. I don't know why they keep doing that, and that's a little dangerous if y'all don't know that that's always happening, because the mics were still on when they went to go, get Ike's sperm, and then also in this part. Anyway, they keep going. It looks like Deborah had a problem being called Sesame Street, so she goes. It feels like the heat is on. She goes to her and was like, "So you got so much to say behind the scenes, but you ain't got nothing to say to me in my face? What's going on?" Kendall was like, "Somebody get the help out of my face." Whatever it was, the girl started tussling. I'm gonna give this episode a 7. I don't know. What y'all feel about it? Do y'all feel like Wendy was doing too much during this episode when it comes to Giselle's dad? Do you feel like Candace and Wendy were doing too much at the fashion show? I think they just could have shut up. I don't think they were doing too much. We want the girls to shade and do whatever, but it was just like, girl, we get it. You don't like her. Okay. Why are you even here? I don't know. It just it was bothering me. What y'all feel about Mia in this storyline? Do y'all feel like y'all over it? Because I'm over it. Like, I just don't get it. And how you feel about Giselle? Yeah, I know, her dad did pass, so they're still gonna be moving through it and going through it, but we'll figure it out. Y'all, thank y'all for coming to this review. Make sure y'all rate it down below. Tell me what y'all felt about the story. This was an interesting episode. If y'all want to know more about me and everything else I'm going on, you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter, BusyBlu, no space, no E. You can also find me on Twitch, BusyBlu, where this is definitely not streaming right now. Let me get off of here. I'm about to go get busy, and you all stay busy. Till next time.